Hello there everyone and welcome to a new review on the channel. And today we will be looking at a very old product, but one that is very fun and one that's gotten a resurgence in my kind of acts recently, and that is Repetition by Nathan Kranzo. This is also something that I've posted on my Instagram, which I encourage you to follow because as of late, I will be posting a lot of kind of effects for you on the Instagram that I'm going to be reviewing. I'm going to be posting updates as to the upcoming reviews. So you're going to be able to be in tune with everything and get to see some performances as well. And this is one of them. And this is something that initially I just put on Instagram to have, but I've had 2 or 3 or 4 people actually DM me asking me, are you going to be reviewing this? I'm interested in it. So that's why I am bringing the review to you. So make sure to follow my Instagram if you can. It is linked down below. But nonetheless, let's focus on what we're here for, and that is to review Repetition. Let's roll the intro and get straight into it. Perfect, so you decide to stick around, which means you want to learn more about repetition. So what is repetition? Repetition is a take on the classic effect where cards keep appearing in your hands. You know, I think it's called the 6 card trick. I may be wrong, where you have 6 cards, you take one away, you spread, you have 6 cards, you take one away, you have 6 cards, you take one away, you have 6 cards, and these 6 cards keep coming. I think it's 1 card repeat. I think that's the actual name. So it's a variation of that using only 4 cards, and it has a twist ending as well. So the best way for me to showcase this is to put a performance of it right now. Here is my Instagram performance for you all to see. Let's watch it. Hey everyone, so I want to try something very simple here. So what I have here with me are 4 blue cards which match my shirt, because when I perform magic, I like when the cards match what I'm wearing, and those 4 cards are the 4 tens. So what we're going to do is, you know what, I don't want to confuse anyone. So instead of using 4 cards, we're just going to use 3 cards for this effect. So now that we have the 3 tens, we can, okay, you know what, we'll take one and we'll actually remove it. So now we can actually do the effect. So we have here 2 cards and here we have 1 card. So now we're able to get into it. Okay, you know what, we're going to get rid of another one and we'll try again. So now we have 2 cards here, 1 card here, and we'll be able to get into the effect. Okay, we'll get rid of it, and maybe it's the hand. So we're gonna try 2 cards here, 1 card here, and we'll be good to go. And okay, so again, we'll get rid of 1. So now, okay, now unfortunately I'm not able to do the effect anymore because, well, you remember I said I like to color coordinate with the cards, and unfortunately we're left now with just 4 red. So no trick for you. So you've now seen a performance of Repetition. I hope that you enjoy that because I personally really like how it turned out, and I think it's a very fun effect to do as well that has quite a kicker and fun ending. So now let's talk about where you buy this, how much does it cost, and what do you get. So you can buy this exclusively, I believe, from Penguin Magic. I don't think I've seen it sold anywhere else. You can find maybe Penguin Magic retailers, like maybe Monster Magic in the UK could stock it, since I know they have a lot of Penguin releases. So you can look there, but if not, Penguin Magic will have this in stock for you. It will set you back $19.99 USD, which is around 25, 26 Canadian dollars. And what you get is this small envelope. Inside of this envelope, you are going to get your cards, which are not necessarily gimmick. They just have something on them that will allow the effect to work. So you're going to get your cards that, you know, as I said, they're not gimmick. They just have something going on with them that will allow the effect to work. And then you're also going to get the link to the instructional video. The instructional video is very short and to the point with Nathan Kranzo. It has live performances and a studio performance, and it tells you everything that you need to know in order to do the effect. It is very simple. Additionally, with your purchase, you're also going to know how to make this with your own cards. So once you have the effect, you will never have to buy refills again. You will be able to make this at home with things if you've been into Magic, you probably have in your drawer. So you'll be able to make these cards with no heavy gimmickry or work. It's going to take you maybe 3 minutes to make a set with any cards that you want, any backs that you want, any faces that you want. So it is really easy to make. So that's a bonus that you get, is once you purchase this effect once, yes, you're going to get some cards already made for you, but if you don't like the cards or you want to do it with your own cards or whatever,
you can easily make your own at home, which is nice because you'll never have to buy the effect again. You just keep making your own over and over again. Okay? So now that we've covered all of those bases, let's get into difficulty. So how difficult is this to perform? This is very easy to perform. If you've worked with cards that are treated the way that these are, you're gonna have a breeze. It is really not that difficult. It's pretty simple to do. There's no real sleight of hand. There's no real moves. There's no real anything difficult that you have to do, like palming or ditching or anything like that. What's actually really nice about this is that even when you finish the effect, everything can technically be kind of examined, which is really cool and really nice for this type of effect. And overall, difficulty wise, if you've never played around with cards that are treated like this, so maybe for a brand new beginner in Magic or a kid, this will take a bit more practice, but it is nothing that's too difficult or too hard. It is in the easy realm 100%. Now, in terms of practicality, as always, first we talk about carrying capacity. What do you need to do this effect? You just need the 4 cards that are provided here to you. You can place these in a wallet, in a pocket, in behind your phone case, wherever you want. You can place these cards and you'll be ready to go. You just need the 4 cards provided to you and you will be good to perform. It is also nice to have a pocket that is visible, so you know that you could place the card. I think it looks nice to place the card here. Nathan Kranzo, because it is in his persona, he places it in his hat, which is very fun as well and cool. But you can do this, you know, you can place it on a spectator's hands if need be, or you can find different ways of doing it. But it's nice if you would have something where you can just display the card to not reveal the ending of the trick too quickly, because if you put it in the spectator's hand, maybe they're gonna turn it around or anything like that. So it would be nice if you're doing this standing up to have a place to do it. If you're doing it on a table, it's just super easy to leave it on the table or place someone's phone over it or anything like that. But carrying capacity, 4 cards and just a place to put a single card. That's pretty much it. In terms of reset, the reset is relatively quick. It's going to take you around 3 to 4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds to reset. In terms of examinability, as I said, the cards can be examined. There's nothing to see once the effect is done. They're not examinable at the start, but they are at the end of the routine. In terms of table, you do not need a table to perform this effect whatsoever. And in terms of angles, it would be 180, not to spoil the method or the effect. Not necessarily the method, more so the effect and the punch, the kick or ending for the spectator. So it would be a 180 from when you're holding the cards. So if you're holding the cards here, you can do it. You could maybe, keep it really close to your chest like this and have it 360, but I think it's much more nice to be fluid and free while you're talking and the things happening in the open. So a 180 is preferable, but you can probably find ways to do it 360 if you just hold the cards really close to your chest. Now, where would you perform repetition? Repetition is very good for table hopping. It's very good for walk around, for restaurant work. It would be very good also as an opener for a small parlor show or a parlor set or a cabaret set, because you can also do it like he does, where you start out, you do it and you just throw the card. You can throw the card in the audience. You say, look, we're not going to use that. We'll do it again. Throw the card in the audience. So you can actually make a thing that plays, in a plane like this, play pretty big, because you can be throwing cards and etc. And it's a nice start to your show as well, if you want to do it like that. And if you're someone that does, color changing shirt or anything, it could be really cool to actually make this place so big. You start your show with a blue shirt. You say, look, we're organized like this. You do it, the cards change to red. You give them to examine, and then as you go back on stage or as anything happens, your shirt changes to red. And you're like, you know what? Actually, I'll take back the cards because they do match what I'm wearing right now. So if you are someone that does that type of thing, that could, this small effect can build into a big stage piece that could be very fun and very interesting to look at as well, and very funny as well, that could play for all ages. So I'm just thinking outside the box here when I'm saying that to you, but what I'm saying is that this can pretty much be performed anywhere you want, from virtual magic on Zoom to your social media to close up to stage to parlor. You can do this pretty much anywhere that you want to. So now let's talk about the positives and negatives of repetition. Now, repetition, the only negative that I have regarding it is that this could also be sold as a download. I'm not sure if they maybe added the option for a download for this effect, or if they forced you to actually have this shipped out to you. But because, as I said, it's so easy to make them at home, a download option would be nice. Again, I'm not sure if they added that because sometimes they add it on the website. I'm not sure if they did. If they did, forget that negative. This doesn't have any negatives. But yeah, that's pretty much the only negative that I have to say about this that could also possibly already be fixed at the time as I'm rolling this review. In terms of positive, it's a very easy effect to do. It's very quick to do. Once you buy it, you'll be able to perform it forever. You can customize it to make it your own. It doesn't even have to be cards. You can do it with blank cards with words on them or whatever you want, with drawings. It's customizable with logos of a company, that a company's logo keeps coming back and back because whatever. You can customize it. The tutorial is great. The plot of the effect is great. The handling, the inspectability, the practicality, the way you can perform this, everything is very, very good. So because of all of this, would I recommend repetition, and what do I give it out of 10? I recommend repetition. I think it's a fun little nifty effect. If you want a quick opener or a quick puzzling piece that you can start your show that is just fun, quirky, and a bit lighthearted, I think that repetition is the effect for you. So yes, I do recommend repetition, and I'm giving repetition an 8.25 on 10 because it is at the end a simple effect. It's not something that's going to wow and bemuse your audiences to insane levels, but it is still a very good and very fun effect. So it's getting an 8.25 and a recommendation from me. If you have any additional questions, leave them down below. I will be happy to answer them. If not, I will see you all in my next review. Have a great one, and